Hello everyone, my name is Jen Blue and I am the creator of Twin Flame Blessings. This is my channel, Twin Simplicity. I have been doing twin flame work for many years, and I am coming into a space of truly being able to put all of that work together in order to assist and support other twin flames at this time, or those who identify as twin flames, or those who feel they are on a twin flame path, or perhaps they are just coming into knowing of this twin flame aspect perhaps in their life, or however it may be. I am here to assist and support those who are ready to transition into the new. So happy 11/11 portal. I am uploading this a few days early in order to really to truly support those who are ready and willing to do the work, to put in the work in order to maximize the 11/11 energies for their own way forward, for their own path, for their self, and to utilize this as a portal of unification. So within the portal of unification, we are anchoring in new beginnings and new horizons. So that is the intention of this portal session. That is the intention that I am bringing in, and I am taking part in this as much as you are as well. So I always practice what I preach, and I am running this activation not only for myself, but also for those who are able to step in. My website, as far as twin flame work and how I can assist and support others in a deeper fashion, is www.twinflameblessings.com. This is to assist your entire energy field in coming into alignment with embodying your union. So embodying your union, creating your life by design, which is your blueprint for living, for being, for existing, for creating. And I have developed a course in order to assist those who are ready to create their own way forward, or to find the way forward for themselves and what comes next, right? So this is beyond what you will find out there from many twin flame teachers or from other twin flame models. This is you anchoring in your own ascension. This is you taking part in this experience. This is you creating this experience. This is you truly coming into the physical, material reality, not staying out in, the etheric realms, or staying out in being in a disembodied state. This is coming into your body. And I have created this mind-body, body-mind program, you could say, or support system or course in order to assist twin flames in coming into their own, not in existing within some type of cult type atmosphere, or this is your union. And in addition, I am a conception, birth, and postpartum doula, so I'm a birth worker. And for me, like, this is a universal template that I've created to assist others. So if you're interested in my birth work, check out my jujubedoula.com. I do work with twin flames in birth work as well. That's a very important thing that that I do. So, bringing in these new children, bringing in these new babies. So this is my mission, right? This is what I came here to do. This is my way forward, and I'm here to assist and support others in creating theirs. So I just want to show you that visual so you have an idea of what is possible for you. Yes, we often come into this twin flame journey, having met somebody who then we have an experience or a connection to, and we don't quite understand, and we come into this twin flame information, and then you go through this entire process where it's like, you lose yourself. So this is to find yourself again. This is to bring yourself together again. This is the twin flame union embodied within yourself. This is not about another person. This is an individual journey into the depths of your soul. And I am here to support those in transitioning through this in order to get to the other side, in order to create this life that they truly desire. Release all of their traumas, their addictions, their old programming, their pain, their suffering, their need for control, power, everything, to release out of that and to realize that you can exist within a state of harmony and wholeness and completion within yourself, and to create that space to bring others into as well. So if you have not watched my 11/11 prep videos, I do suggest you do so. Again, I'm uploading this a little bit early, so if you don't want to watch those previous videos, that's fine too. Just listen to the guidance that I am providing within this portal of unification. So, so what I am having each individual do who is taking part in this session is to connect to something that they are ready to release out of their life, of their existence, of their energy field, something that is holding them back, something that is keeps coming up and they just haven't been able to fully release it, something that is ready to go, that you're ready to do the work in order to let go of. And then when you discover what that may be, and there's many ways to discover what you're going to choose. I mean, you could just sit down and allow the first thing that comes to your mind and work with the first thing that comes to your mind. And that is perfectly, like, there's no right or wrongs here. Or perhaps you could sit and you could meditate on it. What do I really want to focus on for this portal session, this portal of unification? What do I want to release out now? What is something that is rearing its ugly head? And once you discover what it is that you want to release, you want to go deeper with it if you can. This is about self-love, so we know that we all have schedules and different things like that. However, you get out what you put in. So the more you put into this work, the more you will receive from it. So spend some time perhaps journaling about this thing that you want to release. And then once you are in harmony with that choice point of this release, I want you to find a physical object that symbolizes this, or that you're going to send this energy that you're ready to release into. I chose a seashell. I know it has nothing to do. So I chose resentment. Resentment is something I want to release, right? I want to release everything that's connected to resentment. All of my previous relationships that I have experienced resentment through, or that feeling of resentment that it creates disharmony in my relationships currently, creates disharmony within myself, that holding on to that anger and that bitterness in order to somehow justify something, or in order to create my reality, something that is like so deep and it's ready to get out, right? I want to get rid of it all. I want to forgive. I want to get rid of all this resentment that I have held on to through my various past experiences and everything that it connects to currently. So, once I've explored a little bit about where I'm currently experiencing resentment, where I have experienced resentment, as well as taking the time to truly honor my experience, right? This is not just about choosing something to let go of and then, not honoring the experience that brought in that resentment, and loving yourself and nurturing yourself back into healing and love and being open and being able to have healthy relationship dynamics with others. Right? This is about going even deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into this choice to release it. And this is not just, oh, I'm bad for having resentment. No, resentment's a legitimate feeling and a legitimate energetic experience based on something you experienced. So it's left over from that experience. Perhaps when you start to look into the resentment, you realize you didn't honor that experience. Perhaps you didn't take the time to truly heal yourself from that experience, or to share your truth regarding that experience. And often within life, if we have had unhealthy relationships, we don't have that other person in order to connect to release the resentment with, right? Perhaps they're still stuck in their own, and you don't have that other person to work with. You can do this work within yourself. You can journal. You can, and this is what we're all meant to start doing, right? Is to just do the work within ourselves, and then and create healthy relationships from there on out. Whether it be with this other person, if it's possible, or it be with somebody new or somebody else, free and clear, and not engaging in each other's old traumas and addictions or whatever it may be, right? This is about, creating something new moving forward. So, and honoring that experience that you had experienced and gaining all of the wisdom that you need to from it. So, and these are things, if this is all new to you, and you're like, whoa, there's a lot of stuff there. This is a step-by-step process. I don't want you to become overwhelmed with, needing to be perfect or anything like that. And these are also things that we explore within the work that, if you choose you want to work, if you want to work with me, if you want to work with somebody else in order to kind of facilitate some of these changes in your life. Until you take that first step, nothing will change. If you're still doing portal sessions or activations or watching twin flame videos without actually taking that and doing any work from it, you're going to continue to remain stuck, and nothing's going to work out the way you intended, you could say. This is not handed to you on a silver platter. You are required to dig down deep and to really do the work. So once you have discovered what you want, and you've discovered this object that symbolizes this that you're ready to release, I want you to just take some time to just really, hold this object in your hand, to honor the experience once again, to sit with it, to really sit with it. And you can pause this activation now in order to do so. If you have not chosen your objects and you have no clue, listen to the rest of this portal activation perhaps, and then go come back to it on 11/11. Create a sacred space for yourself in order to do so. However you wish. There is no right or wrong. This is something that you can continue to use over and over, even if it's not 1111. This is a process that you can continue to use that will assist and support you in moving forward. So now that we have our objects and we've meditated on it, we've connected to it, and we've connected to that which is connected to, and we're truly ready to say, you know what, I'm going to do the work to release this. Then I want you to begin to connect to what it is that you want to bring into your space. What, now that you've released all this, what comes next? What would you like to bring into your space? And for me, it's harmony, it's wholeness, it's completion, it is the ability to hold my union and hold boundaries within relationships so I don't have to experience any more resentment. And I'm not saying that I'm going to be perfect or that's never going to arise, but I am the creator of my experience. And when I fully realize that, I know that any relationship I have, I shouldn't have to experience resentment. If I'm creating boundaries and I'm loving myself and I'm taking care of myself and I'm putting my own needs first within a relationship, because I have to fill up my own cup. I can't expect the other person to do that for me. I have to set boundaries where I'm not drained, where I have time to myself in order to reconnect to myself and what I need, and me, abilities to do so, and that it's my responsibility. And it is not another person's responsibility to make me feel better or to give me the love that I am able to source for myself. And if I can't, turning to source, turning to higher power, turning to whatever it is that you need to turn to in order to regain that sense of self and to nurture yourself back into health, back into a life that is free of resentment. So, and again, this is a process, and everyone's going to have their own process. There is no right or wrong. Everyone has their own unique way to do this. And if you don't have your unique way, I want you to start thinking about how to create it, or just listen to this guidance and just let things flow. So now that I know that I can truly release resentment and that everything going forward, I will create the boundaries or hold the boundaries necessary to allow this harmony and this wholeness and this completion and this moving forward energy, this it's time energy, this I can be in my own energy field and nobody else is manipulating me or trying to pull me out of it, or if they are, it's very easy for me to detach and disconnect from the situation and say, no, we're not going down this path anymore. We're not going down these paths where I'm going to begin to experience this resentment again. Right? I want harmony. I want peace. I want stillness. I want security. I don't want erratic. I want calm, right? And so, and I'm the one responsible for creating this and holding this energy within my field as well, because I cannot create this with another if I'm not able to fully hold it within my field. So I just chose this little blue heart crystal because it was just around. I didn't, go too deep into these objects. I just found something that, oh, okay, this sounds like this is a good object that I can use. So harmony, harmony, peace, stillness, nurturance, these beautiful energies. That's what I'm choosing to manifest for myself through this portal of unification. And so I have my two objects, and I can just kind of set them to the side because we're going to work with them later. So, so now moving forward, we want to anchor in these new beginnings and new horizons. So I want us to now, if you are ready and you have your objects off to the side and you've taken the time, however much time you need, we're going to create sacred space. Now, sacred space is the ability to create a space for yourself that is free from distractions, that is just for you to be within. And there are many ways to create sacred space. You could lie down, you could turn on some soft music, you could connect, however you choose to connect within yourself, to begin a meditation, to begin to work on something. But this creation of sacred space, so you are setting aside 30 minutes a day. You are setting aside space and time in order to honor yourself and to do this work, whether it be discovering what you want to release and what you want to bring in, or any other work that you do. You must create sacred space in order to do so. You must take the time in order to truly honor this choice for yourself. And this is a gift you give to yourself. This is a gift. Now, it may be very difficult at first. It often is very difficult because we have so many demands. But I just want you to allow yourself to have this, to gift yourself to this, this ability to create sacred space, where you are free of mind chatter and nobody is allowed in. This is yours. Your children, mommy needs some space right now. Daddy needs some space, whatever it may be, but you are honoring yourself and you are creating this sacred space. And you are then, you may choose to create a world within your mind in order to continue to do this work. It is however you feel. Now, later on in this portal session, I will facilitate this for you. We will create space. And this will allow you to understand the process, right? And this is something you can do anytime when you feel to. So once we have created our sacred space, I really want you to tune in and connect to intention. So connecting in, not in the sense of necessarily creating an intention, but discovering what is your true intention here. And if it's something you may not like, perhaps you came into this thinking, oh, there's something free here, right? I'm going to get something free. Nothing is free in this world, nothing of value, right? I'm gifting this time in this space to you. And you are investing in yourself in this space. So it is not free. You are investing in it. And I am sharing it. And it's digging down. Okay, so what is my intention here? Is my intention to truly do the work? Is my intention to get my twin back? Is my intention to get something for free? Is it what truly is your intention? Discovering it. Because that will assist you in that connection, right? And if you are not sure what your intention is, that's perfect, because then you can create that intention. Like, okay, so I am choosing to be here because I am ready to take part in my own individual ascension, in my own twin flame union. I am desiring to take part in it, and a very active role in it, and I am going to be the one who completes it and completes it. And so I want you to look at intention and look at expectation. Expectation would be meaning that you are coming into this space expecting something specific out of this, rather than intending to use this as a space, as a tool in order to assist you and support you in moving forward. So that is the importance of intention, and recognizing that and connecting to that and being within alignment of that pure intention. Perhaps you could say, I don't have an intention. I'm just going to completely allow myself to step into this space. I'm going to release everything, all my expectations, all of what I think may be an intention. Perhaps I just choose to come in completely clean and clear and just allow. Just allow. That is a pure intention. Allow myself to have this process. Allow myself to have this experience. So, those are just, really great things to begin to kind of look at within yourself. This is not in the sense of judging, because we all live, we all have expectations. We want something specific. We need something specific. I mean, nobody is perfect. I could have to go through this as well and practice this as well, with just being within alignment with pure intention and working within that. This is not to judge at all. This is just coming into alignment with it. Releasing, reordering, and stepping in. So, once we have a clear intention and we are ready to proceed, then we can begin to do the release work. So, really, again, sitting with your object and connecting in this sacred space, allowing yourself to perhaps re-experience the reason for the resentment, the reason for whatever it may be that you are working with, and to perhaps go through an emotional release. Allow yourself to cry it out. Allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to feel that hurt and that pain of that disconnection with yourself, and how you may feel that you have abandoned yourself or you lost yourself in that moment. Just allowing yourself to release it. Release every aspect of it. Release, release, release. And this is very important, this emotional release, this allowance of just letting the energies work their way out, work their way through. Because when it's released, then it's truly released and we're not holding on to it anymore. This stuff is locked into our very cellular infrastructure and how we operate on a day-to-day basis, and it gets in the way of that, having that harmonious mind-body, body-mind connection. This is where we have disease. This is where we have disorder. This is where we have trauma and addiction. So taking the time to really connect is important within your own sacred space where nobody else is. This is very important too, is to ensure that you are doing this for yourself, right? You are not doing this for another person. This is for you and you alone. And nobody, no other energy should be in that space. You should feel safe in this space to do this work. That nobody's going to manipulate you or hurt you or take advantage of you in any way. And then as we go through that release work, we begin to experience transformation. So it is through the process of release itself that we transform into something new. It can be likened to a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. It's a process. It's a process one goes through. Excuse me. And as we transform, what happened? Here we go. Huh, hold on. And as we go through that transformational process of releasing and reordering, we are able to begin to move forward. So we're able to, again, begin to pull in, how do we create that harmony? How do we create that wholeness? How do we create that completion in our lives? How do we come full circle? How are we able to see the big picture and bring it home, bringing the energy home, bringing it all home, bringing it into the body, and living from that space. What are the tools we need in order to move forward? What is the support we need in order to move forward? How do we get there? And this is something, again, you can choose to create sacred space for, release out anything that's holding you back in order to get here, and take the time to connect. How do I create harmony? How do I create wholeness? How do I allow harmony to exist? How do I not create disharmony? Because very often, it's if you choose to look at it from that perspective, it's not that we're even creating harmony. It's that harmony already exists, but we choose to create a disharmony or a dysfunction because of something that we need from perhaps another person. And we think if we create this, we're going to get that need met. How do we not create disharmony? How do we allow ourselves to remain within a state of harmony? Without reason, without needing anything specific. That should be our natural being state. And yes, others will attempt to take you out of your harmony because they can't handle that vibration. It's too high. They can't understand it. So how do you ensure that you don't allow another to take you out of that harmony once you have created it or once you have embodied it? How do you create the necessary boundaries in your life? And those are things that we would want to look at, that we would want to meditate on, that we would want to create sacred space for, to look at, to attune to understand. And through that process, you begin to create your practice. So one thing flows into the next. So now you start to have a practice, like a spiritual practice, an embodiment practice, a release practice. Many practices all wrapped up into one. How do we do this? I love this graphic because it's perfect. It's got all that stuff there. It's, listening to your body, following your sense, being within the present moment, observing, accepting, tracking. I do a lot of tracking. You're just tracking things that are occurring. You're not engaging with it. You're just tracking it. You know when to make your move. You're noticing. You allow yourself to truly feel. You don't block that feeling. You don't block those emotions. You trust. You are here. You are now. You are not out somewhere else. You are living within the present, and you are allowing yourself to be with not only yourself, but also with another person. That is twin flame harmony, but it's created within the self, right? It's created within the self, it's embodied, and then it's experienced with another who's able to match that vibration with you. And you cannot bring another person there who's not ready to be there with you. They're just not there. You can guide them and you can support them and you can assist them, but with the understanding that you come first. Your harmony comes first. And that is the only way forward. And then it's choosing to, I love to create sacred ceremonies. So you're honoring your practice. So for me, what I often do is I will, I have my own practice, and sometimes I fall out of alignment with it, and sometimes I get pulled out, and I'm still learning how to hold it. I'm still figuring out how to create my life to allow and to ensure that I stay in alignment with it, because it's not just about me choosing to stay in alignment, it's me ensuring that every aspect of my life is in coherence with that. And something I love to do is to, and it's usually like I just start feeling like, okay, it's time to have a unified moment. And I create sacred ceremony. So I used to do like baths, but I lost my bath in my apartment, and we only have a shower now, and I miss it so much. But I would do like honoring baths, and I would, get some nice bath salts, and I would get some nice oils, and I would light some candles, and I'd turn on some music, and whatever I need to kind of just get me into that space, right? Into that state of, releasing and bringing in. And I would just, have that moment with myself in the bath, and I would allow myself to cry. I would allow myself to release. I would allow myself to connect and unify within, have a unified experience of coming home, of bringing my energies home and seeing the bigger picture. And allowing myself to have that experience. And at first it takes time, and you may feel like you're kind of, I don't want to say forcing yourself to do it, but you're going through the movements, so you're going through the motions, and you're not quite feeling fully, wholly connected to it. And that's okay, because the more you practice, the more you get it. The more things start coming together. And even if you've done this 1,000 times, there will be moments where you feel disconnected and you're like, am I ever going to get back? What's going on here? You feel so disconnected. But eventually you find your way. Eventually you find your way through your practice, and you journey into union. And you are the one who creates that sacred ceremony for yourself, that moment, that peace, that space, in order to honor what came before. You could connect it to the moon cycles, perhaps, and have certain rituals attached to that, or whatever. There is no right or wrong here. I'm just giving you ideas and throwing things out there. But that is an element of your process of unification. That is an element. And I am sure there are other ways to have a process of unification. Maybe they don't call it sacred ceremony. Regardless, this is just something I've developed and I've created that I work with consistently and constantly, and that I am able to share with others. That does not, that is very basic in the sense of it allows complete freedom for you to create your own unique way forward, for you to create your own sacred ceremony. This is not me telling you what to do. This is just me giving you tools and guidelines in order to support and assist you getting there. And that's something very important. I'm not programming you. I'm teaching you how to do what you need to do to bring yourself into a state of peace. Another very important aspect is the self-care routine. And this is as simple as just caring about yourself. Caring about yourself. Caring about where you're headed. Taking time to care. And it can get more and more, complex as you continue to build a self-care routine. But this is necessary. You're not going to get anywhere if you don't care about yourself, if you're apathetic as to where you're going. And it all starts with just giving a damn about yourself and where you're headed. And then you can begin to build and create that self-care routine. Drinking fresh water, purified water, alkaline water, choosing to give yourself love instead of being angry at yourself for some perceived mistake that you may have made. These are simple little things that the more you practice, the higher your vibratory rate goes. Even in the midst of hell external to you, it's finding that peace within and building that peace within, because there will be moments where you will fall apart. How do you get back there? How do you connect to your self-care and just say, okay, I may have fallen off the bandwagon here, but I'm going to start caring a little bit more about myself. And how do I get there? It's working, it's investing in yourself. It's investing in your process. It's leaving bad jobs behind. It's leaving toxic relationships behind. It's everything, but caring about yourself. Working with a therapist, working with a coach, working with somebody in order to, invest in your process. It's about what you put into it. I love this, this graphic too. It has, being, becoming, now, I am here, I am being, and it's very in line with that other graphic I had, and it's also, you are the one that's holding that, right? You hold the power. Nobody else can do this work for you. Nobody else can raise your vibration. Nobody can tell you anything that you yourself can't figure out on your own, number one. And number two, you will eventually get to the point where it's very difficult to find people where you're at. And when you do, it's the greatest gift in the world, because then you know that you can work with that other person as well. And that other person will, you could say, assist in you hold the high vibration, and you're able to be within that high vibration with another. So you combine. You both can remain in that space at the same time. And of course, it takes practice to be able to exist on that plane with another. But that is sharing of space. When you're able to be within a vulnerable state with another person and to trust that other person because they've been there and they can assist you in moving forward. They can assist you in whatever it is that you need. It's not diagnoses and different things like that. It's just somebody existing within that space with you and helping you to connect to your own innate wisdom. and helping you to dig down deeper into what you need and what's right for you. Oh, I did it again. So we create a self-care routine. So something that I am going to share is a great way to support your process is developing writing prompts. So it can be, you can create your own writing prompts. Writing prompts would be something, as simple as like, what was a moment today where I did not honor myself fully? And just having maybe 5 a day, maybe even just 1 or 2 a day that you just journal on. And see, what this does is it helps, again, to create that mind-body connection, that body-mind connection. It helps to release. It helps for you to know what it is that you need to work on. So, where did I not honor myself today? Where was another person's reality more important than my own? Or where did I place another person's needs above my own? That's a good one. That's a strong one. I can feel that energy coming in. Why am I somehow less important than that other person? Why is my well-being less important than that other person? And where am I in relationship with that? And how do I place those boundaries to ensure that I place my needs above another's? Not in the sense of you disempowering another person, but in the sense of you are empowering yourself and not allowing that other person to take that away as if their needs are more important than your own, because they're not. And perhaps if I allowed that to happen, how do I set a boundary so it doesn't happen again? Perhaps, how do I get rid of this relationship out of my life because I know that my needs are not being respected or honored, and they're not going to be? Perhaps I'm just done with it. Perhaps I'm just done with that. And it's coming into right relationship with yourself first. You cannot be in a right relationship with another person unless you are in right relationship with yourself. So again, what are my needs within a relationship? How do you even identify your needs? So perhaps a writing prompt is, what needs do I have that I did not fulfill today for myself? So it's endless, right? It's endless what you can do within this field, within these options. And these are tools to assist you in moving forward. Not getting stuck in looping. Where's my twin? When is he going to show up? I can't move forward without him. Yes, you can. And I'm not saying that who you have labeled as your twin is not going to show up for you. They may. I don't know your personal experience. They may show up for you. But you know what? You come first. And you can't expect that other person to show up for you. Because if you're showing up for yourself every single day, yes, of course you want to be able to share that life with another person, and that is a beautiful thing. But it's recognizing that everybody's on their own path, that everybody's on their own journey, and the more you do the work, and the more you move forward, and the more you create this beauty for yourself, the more you're going to bring others into it and share it with others and have these happy and healthy, harmonious relationships that you so desire to experience. So, so before we go into, because what I'm doing is, sorry, I don't want to get there yet. So what I'm doing is, I have had space open up for myself. So what I want to do to support and assist others is that I will be, and I did this a while ago, but now that I have shifted into this unification process, origination process, within, um, not within that separation mode of divine feminine, divine masculine, right? So that this is a unified um, process, right? This is no longer staying within divine masculine, divine feminine, and resonating to one or both of them or whatever it may be. That's separation, right? This is moving into unified existence within yourself. Right? This is the twin flame union. And I know it's very difficult to be able to get your mindset there, but I want to get you there, right? So this is how you get there. So what I will be doing to assist and support others in getting there is to offer new moon and full moon sessions. So we will have, it will be similar to this session. It will be similar to this session. However, it is a way to hold yourself accountable. It is a way to build your practice, to have something connect to, and it's at a really good, decent price. And what we will also learn how to do is to work with other aspects or other energies that are present. So every new moon or full moon, right, you have a specific energy that is symbolized within that new moon or that full moon. Astrological transit energy, right? And it's learning how to connect to the new moon and the full moon energies, whatever's present, and using that again as a tool or as a support in order for you to actualize into your full potential. And within them, we will also be doing release work. We'll do integration work. We'll do boundary work. We'll do everything that is a part of what I offer, right, to others in a session. They'll be between 30 minutes to an hour. I have not decided if I will do them live or if I will do them recorded. I'm not quite there yet with that decision. But this is a great opportunity for you to really get things moving forward for yourself. So we have some upcoming activations, sessions that I hope some of you will be a part of. The first one being 11/12, which is the Taurus full moon, the Beaver full moon. So this is really about anchoring things in and embodying things, right? And how do we know that? Well, we connect to the energies of Taurus, right? And we connect to the energies of Taurus. Taurus is an earth energy. It's very steadfast, strong, determined. So how do we use that Taurus full moon energy in order to manifest something that we desire? So that's the idea behind these sessions, right? So not only are you going to get the codes and the information, but you're also going to get the tools and the process in order to embody and actualize. You will get the templating. You will get that full scope, that full spectrum, right, in order to assist you in truly moving forward. It's not just, listening and hoping and praying. This is about you actively doing the work in creation. So we will then have new moon Sagittarius on 11/26, the 12/12 Gemini full moon, and 12/26 new moon Capricorn. And then that will close out the year, and we'll see what the new year brings. If you would like to be a part of these, if you feel that these would be good for you to keep yourself in alignment. Remember, again, this is about, I can't tell you how to work with this, right? But I'm telling you that you can keep yourself within alignment by committing yourself to creating sacred space within these moments. So you're saying, this is a priority for me, and I'm going to commit to it, and I'm going to invest in myself. I'm going to invest in myself. And yes, you can do this on your own, but you will not have that extra support and assistance that I am able to provide. But I just want you to know that you can do this on your own. So I don't want you to sit there and think, oh, I can't afford it, I can't do this, because that's not fair and that's not true. If you cannot afford $15 per session, please donate what you can. And I can honor that. I can honor that. However, I want that to be an honest donation. I ask that. And that is, again, being an integral individual. It's not trying to get something for cheaper. It's truly honoring your own self and your own core and honoring another's as well. If you purchase all 4 at once, it'll be $55. And I will, I have here my PayPal me. If you are ready to step into this process and step into your moving forward, please send me exactly which one you want to purchase, or all 4, or whatever it is, in the note section. But send that to my PayPal me. Keep in mind, if there is something that, or your donation, if there's something that I feel like you are out of alignment, again, I'm a very sensitive, energetic being, and if I feel that you are out of alignment, I will just issue you a refund. And that's just for me, because I have had experiences that were unpleasant, and that I honor myself and I set a boundary. Just as I ask you to do that, I do that as well. And there are, various reasons, but don't worry about that, right? Don't worry about that. So if you are interested, and keep in mind, we still have a meditation, so I don't want you guys to drop off just because I'm promoting this stuff. I just want to get this out of the way before we start the meditation session, the deeper session, the integration work. So if you like what I am sharing and you would like to do more work, and you would like to have more time, space, commitment, again, this is all work at your own pace. This how I work with individuals, but I do have other ways to take the first step in order to invest deeper into your unification process and to support the mission. I have created a sacred light guide holistic healing hypnosis session, which incorporates quantum hypnosis. It also incorporates vibrational energetic facilitation. So it's essentially like working on your field while you are in a very deep state of hypnosis, in order to bring in, get your subconscious on board, release old programming, release fear, and just get you where you need to be. The Sacred Light Guide is kind of like a mapping system. So it's something that you have the session, but it's recorded, and it's something you can continue to listen back to, something that you can continue to refer to in order to support you in moving forward. So, when we're choosing to make a change for ourselves and we're choosing to go into new territory, like a map helps, right? And it's something that we can just pull out of our pockets and refer to when we need to. So when we are having a difficult moment of not knowing which way to go, we can listen to this in order to support and assist us. And it's you, right? And it's your map. It's your way forward. Right? You are the one who is creating it. I am simply just reading it back to you. I'm guiding you with your own map, what you want for yourself, staying in alignment with what you desire for yourself. And I'm just there reminding you of that. Or the recording is just there reminding you of that. This is not me telling you what to do, as if somehow I am the expert. You are the source of this creation. So follow up sacred light guide attunements, and sometimes we just get lost or we can't see the bigger picture, right? And sometimes somebody is there for us that can see that, because they've already been there and they've already gone through it. So follow up sacred light guide attunements. So these would be more just meditations, visualizations in order to assist you. Those are $50. You can see the prices here. I also offer empowered intuitive coaching and guidance sessions. So again, the more I've worked with you, the more deeper this work will go, because we will begin to develop a framework and a very deep connection with one another, because I will know you, right, on a deeper level. I also offer doula support sessions. So doula support sessions are more self-guided. So I take a step back more, and it's more of you just processing through whatever you need to process through, and I'm just there emotionally supporting you, and keeping you within alignment of staying in a empowered state. And then I also offer individual courses. So things like releasing off old feminine behavior, releasing off of power and control dynamics, and different things like that. If you purchase by 11/12, you will receive 50% off any of these offerings. I'm offering a huge discount. I want to get people booked up very quickly. So that's why I'm doing this. I want to fill up my calendar for the rest of the year. And I'm feeling guided to work with twin flames for the remainder of the year. If you purchase before the end of November, you will receive a 25% discount as well. So if you're on the fence, you can get that 25% discount if you purchase before the end of November. But 50% off, that's huge. You're not going to find that anywhere, and I can tell you this much, that this is going to be worth it to you. This is not a card reading that gives you some momentary satisfaction. This is actually you taking part and creating your life by design. If you are interested in working with me and you're not sure where to go first, you're confused, email me, jen@twinsimplicity.com, to set up a free 15-minute discovery session to see if we're the right fit for one another and where's the best place to start based on your individual situation. If you are ready to book something, please send the discounted total to my PayPal and me. Again, if I don't feel that there's a right alignment there, I will send a refund. In addition to these offerings, I also have like the full spectrum course offering for twin flames who are ready to release the old and embody their union, and I call this the way forward. This course is an origination and unification course, meaning you will begin a process of transformation to connect to and embody your original source union, come into a unified existence, and embody as a whole, sovereign, empowered, and integral individual. You don't need any of these old systems. You don't need anything else to connect to. You already have everything within yourself. You don't need readers. You don't need, and I'm not saying that you don't need another person, but this is different. This is that we all have blind spots, right? Sometimes we need somebody to facilitate something for us. But this is truly being empowered within yourself and creating your own framework. This will assist you within every aspect of your life and in the creation of your life by design. If you purchase the way forward, this is what you will receive. Again, so it's like a package. You'll receive the Sacred Light Guide session. Again, this is a 2 to 3 hour session, which includes quantum hypnosis, vibrational energetic facilitation, energetic balancing, templating, primordial reset, toning, visualization, clearing, and activation. This goes way beyond a chakra clearing or what you will find out there with most. I'm not saying that there are some really great twin flame healers out there. It can be likened to a mapping system designed for your own union progression, your own way forward. We reset the divine union template to allow for the completion of your unified expression. So this is getting you out of looping and different things like that. It also includes an empowerment, intuitive coaching and guidance session and all of my courses to assist and support you in going deeper into your patterns and releasing out patterns that inhibit you from moving forward and creating new ways of being. It also includes attunements and individual doula support along the way. So emotional support, through emails and different things like that when something comes up. Of course, respected within boundary allotments. And also the access to the new moon, full moon calls for your additional support. Limited time offering. If you purchase the Way Forward by 11/12, you will receive half off. So it is an $888 value for $444. So if you wait till the end of the November, you can still get that 25% discount, and that is $666. And so it's still a good deal. So that is what I have to offer. So now I want us to move into the session. Right? This is what I want you to listen to after you have done all that prior work. So once you have found your objects, and you have your 2 objects, right, and you have found time to create sacred space, and you have chosen to transform yourself through this experience and everything else that I just laid out that groundwork for, and that process for. Now it's time to actualize that, right? Now it's time to activate your energy field in order to do so. And so what I want you to do now is I want you to find some time to, hold on. Okay, so I want you now to, let me make sure that I'm recording. Take some time to lie down, to get into a space where you are able to release out all distractions. Turn off your phone, turn off the lights. Just take some time to connect. And what I want you to do to begin is to connect to the breath. And I want you to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And I want each in-breath to be about half of your out-breath. So in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And I want you to allow yourself to tune out anything that may be within your environment now. All noises, all distractions. I want you to imagine that you have created a buffer zone around you, and that any noise is simply that, off in the distance. It will not bother you. It will not interfere. You are free to be within this space. And I want you to imagine that there is this bright silver light hovering above you. It is liquid, plasmic, platinum. And I want you to see it open. And as it opens, I want you to imagine the top of your head opening to receive it as well. And that this energy is fresh and it is clean and it is here to wash away all impurity. It is here to release out all discordancy. It is here to tone and harmonize your entire being. It is here to release out that which you are intending to release now. And I want you to hold that object in your hand, the one that you are intending to release. And I want you to imagine that this energy is moving in through the top of your head, and it is soothing, and it is washing away, and it is purifying and nurturing. And this energy is moving in through your forehead, and it is releasing all tension, all worry, all anxiety. Anything that you are holding within your face is easily released now. And it is moving into your eyes, and it is opening your brain. It is moving very, very deep within. And it is opening all channels. And it is providing the space to release. It is moving into the cells. And it is unlocking anything that needs to be unlocked, to be set free. All potentials. And it is healing as it moves through your face, through your eyes, through your cheeks, through your jaw. Moving deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And it is moving down through your neck. And it is opening up your inner voice. It is clearing out all disharmony, all fear, all restraint. It is balancing and harmonizing. And it is moving down through your shoulders, and it is releasing. And it is relaxing. And you are feeling heavier and heavier as it moves through you. And it is moving now into your chest. And it is removing all old programming of distress. It is opening your heart to receive the highest love available. It is opening you to receive your own love in return for this investment you are providing. And it is moving through you. And it is moving into your solar plexus, into your gut. And any tension that you are holding there, any clenching, any fear, any need to have power over another or to be under another's power. You are releasing that out now in order to bring in this energy of empowerment, of being. And it is empowering you, and you are empowered within this moment. And it is moving deeper and deeper and deeper into your core. It is strengthening, and it is toning, and it is nurturing, and you are receiving this light. And it is moving now into your sacral space, your sacred womb, your creative center, your life-giving potential. And it is harmonizing, and it is balancing, and it is healing all disease and dysfunction and disorder everywhere it moves. And it is moving through you now. And it is healing, and it is nurturing. And now it is moving into your root, and it is clearing out all insecurity, all fear, all inability to move forward. And it is rooting in and syncing up to you. And it is providing you with everything you need in this moment. And I want you to imagine this energy now moving through your legs. And again, you are getting heavier and heavier and heavier. And lighter and lighter and lighter all at once. And I want you to see this energy moving down, in through your knees, and releasing and restoring. And it is moving now down into your feet. And I want you to see this energy move down through the bottom of your feet and anchoring into Mother Earth. Anchoring into her abundance, her nature, her cycles, her beauty, her knowing, her wisdom. And it is moving deep, deep, deep into the earth, into the center of the earth. And it is holding there, and it is anchoring there. And so you are fully connected there. And I want you to imagine yourself now in a field, in an open field. It is fresh, it is clean, it is untouched and undisturbed. And you have been given a gift to be there within this field. This field is abundant, and it holds everything that you desire and everything that you need. And when you work in harmony with this field, you will receive everything in return. All of the work that you put in, you will receive in abundance. And I want you to allow yourself to lie down in this field and to feel this energy and to connect to this strength and this knowing that this has been gifted to you. And it is yours to take care of. It is yours to nurture. It is yours to learn. And I want you to see above you the sky. And I want you to see time traveling by. I want you to see the sun moving and setting. And I want you to see the night sky. And I want you to see sunset and sunrise and dusk and twilight. and all of the transitions that we experience on this planet. And I want you to connect to the atmosphere, to see how it provides and protects, and it keeps this planet safe. And I want you to breathe in this fresh, clean air. And I want you to feel that life that you are giving yourself. And I want you to connect deeper and deeper, and to see what you will be creating within this space. I want you to see yourself creating a home, building a home, and what that home looks like. And having your own space to work within, to tend to. And I want you to feel at home in this space. And I want you now to take a journey. I want you to see that there is a clearing up ahead, and I want you to walk towards it, and I want you to feel safe doing so. And I want you to walk up ahead, and I want you to see a very large tree in front of you. And I want you to approach this tree with reverence and respect, knowing that this is a very old tree and it holds much wisdom, that it has seen beyond what human eyes can see. And I want you to allow yourself to touch it, to feel its wisdom, to receive from it. And I want you to imagine that on this tree trunk, there are symbols there, written, and I want you to connect to these symbols, to touch them, to feel them, to absorb them into yourself. And I want you to remember these symbols, and to know that these symbols hold something for you. And I want you now to take a rest, to sit beneath this tree, and to allow this tree to provide shelter for you. And I want you to lay and to close your eyes. And I want you to look inside your pocket and find this object that you have with you that represents that which you are ready to release. And I want you to take this object and I want you to bury it. I want you to let it go. I want you to put it to rest in order to move forward. And I want you to honor that moment of putting it to rest and to take as much time as you need to do so. And when you are ready, I want you to pull out this other object that you have within your pocket. And I want you to hold it, to touch it, to feel it, to examine it, to hold it in the palm of your hand, to hold it. And now I want you to take a moment to say goodbye to this tree, to thank it for all of the wisdom that it has shared with you. And I want you to now journey back home, feeling rested and refreshed and ready to connect deeper within yourself. And as you find your way home, I want you to go into your room and into your bed. And I want you to go to sleep, feeling whole and complete and ready to move forward. And when you are ready, I want you to begin to move your feet and your fingers and your legs. Slowly coming back into your everyday existence, into the now, bringing the wisdom that you have gained from this experience with you, bringing the symbols home, bringing all of this into the now. And I want you to open your eyes, and I want you to feel refreshed and rejuvenated and ready to move forward. And these two objects that you have now, I want you in your everyday physical reality, I want you to take the one that you're ready to release, and I want you to create a release ceremony around it. However you want to do it, if you want to burn it, if you want to bury it, if you want to throw it into the sea, whatever your heart desires and whatever feels right to you, I want you to complete this in your everyday existence, to let it go, to grieve, to release. And I want you to take this other object that you are holding within your field now and find a special place for it, whether that be on your altar, perhaps carrying it with you during the day, but somewhere special, somewhere where you can see it and connect to it. Something that reminds you of what you're working on and what you're working towards. Because it is always a practice. And we are always in the process of perfecting. And I hope you enjoyed this experience. And I hope that I will be seeing some of you guys on my new moon, full moon calls, or working with you in session. And if you could, down below. I would love to hear from some of you what you have chosen as your objects and how you worked with them, and any experiences that you wish to share. Perhaps the symbols that you saw in your meditation, whatever you feel called to share. Or perhaps ask questions about, just keep in mind, like, I will be guiding you back into yourself because you are the source of this. And these symbols mean something to you. They don't mean anything to me. I can see how they may mean something to you, and perhaps I can provide guidance on how to connect to them. But they are specific to you, and they are individual to you. And that is what is most important. That is what is most important. Yes, we share and we interrelate and we interconnect, but we each must hold our own sacred space in order to live within a happy, harmonious existence, respecting one another in our chosen fields, in our chosen existences, in our chosen life by design. However that may look and however that may be. And we respect one another's journey and where one another is at. And we move deeper and deeper and deeper into understanding. Sending you all blessings and moving forward.